Assalamualaikum dan Haini. It's another predictions video for the World Cup. This is the knockout stages. I'm sorry I didn't have the time to record the round of 32 punya, predictions because I didn't caught up with like school, and I kind of watch most of the group stages punya matches, and yeah, just so many things caught up, so I just couldn't record the round of 32 predictions. But today we are predicting the round of 16. Yes, the last 16 teams in this World Cup. Uh, it's just so fast, man, so fast. It's like feeling like um I just finished watching Mexico South Africa again, man. 2-0. Of course, in that opening game was crazy. But yeah, let's talk about the round of 16. The first match is Canada versus Morocco. But let's like on the brackets punya tu, on the left side, the first game technically is Paraguay France. Paraguay. Wow. We really underestimate Paraguay because they surprisingly beat Germany on penalties. Surprisingly, Paraguay did took the lead in that game. Julio Enciso, the Chelsea man, scored the brilliant header in the late of the first half. Then early in the second half, Kai Havertz with the header, another header in this game. Was a great ball in into the penalty box. It was 1-1. Then goes to extra time. Jonathan Tah did score a header from a corner. Maybe um could have got the winner there, but it got ruled out a foul. But it was very soft, not gonna lie. So maybe Germany got robbed. But yeah, the goal was disallowed. We go on penalties. Germany missed their first two penalties. First two penalties missed, but Paraguay didn't. They scored their two penalties, go up 2-0, but Germany scored their third pen, so 2-1. So then Paraguay scored 3-1, and Germany scored again to make it 3-2. Then Antonio Sanabria could have sealed the win there for Paraguay's fourth penalty. Could have make it 4-2 and won Paraguay the game. But no, he shoots it wide. Antonio Sanabria shoots it wide, and Amiri equalized to make it 3-3. Then the last penalty, Paraguay. If they score that pen, they could have won as well. But no, Manuel Neuer saves Germany. Saved the pen to keep Germany alive in this game. 3-3, and goes to sudden death. Germany takes the first pen. Jonathan Tah, the Bayern Munich centre back, and he skies it. He missed horribly. I think he just like the night before he watches like Gabriel punya penalty miss against Paris Saint-Germain in that Champions League final. Like, man, wow, why did you sky it, bro? What? He missed, and Paraguay Canales, he replaces Omar Adarate, the Sunderland defender, but because he got injured, so Canales started this game, and he scored the last pen to send Paraguay through to the round of 16 to face the current opponent, France. Yes, very early, bro. Germany. We could have like got a Germany France round of 16, but no, we got a Paraguay France because Germany bottled it. I mean, in the group stages when Germany didn't really like convincing beside the 7-1 big win against Curacao, but come on, it's Curacao. 7-1, yeah, maybe it's a big win. Goals punya margin memang big win. Tapi yeah, it's come on, it's Curacao. You should win that game. But yeah, Paraguay really like the first upset, kinda the first upset in the knockout stages this World Cup. Yeah, man. France, they dominated their group, beat Senegal 3-1. Dictator scored 2 goals, and Bradley Barcola scored 3-1. But credit to Mbaye to make it 2-1. A beautiful goal goes to the roof of the net for Senegal, and they beat easily to a bad Iraqi side. Iraq lost 3-0, 2 goals from Mbappe again, and a goal from Osman Dembele. And their last game, Norway didn't even try. They lost 4-1, not because like I mean they did play bad, but they rotated their squad, and there was no Haaland, no Odegaard, no Soloff, yeah, no, yeah, it's like the B team. They really like memang tukar semua orang gila. So they lost 4-1. Um, Usman Dembele scored a hat trick, and who scored the fourth one? Doué. I think it was Doué. Desiree Doué with the header. Yeah, 4-1. It's crazy. Um, and the round of 32, of course, recently France, I think was Mbappe scored 2 goals, and Bradley Barcola again. Yeah, Olise got he is the top assister in this World Cup right now. 5 assists. 3-0 against Sweden. Sweden, yeah, they went home with nothing to show. Not gonna lie. Beside that 5-1 win against Tunisia in their first game, but after that they showed really, yeah, showed 0%. Uh, Lost 5-1 against Netherlands, a draw 1-1 against Japan, and lost 3-0 against France. A bit disappointing from Sweden, but they technically didn't even deserve to go to the World Cup because of that Nations League rule, man. Really pisses me off, not gonna lie. Yeah, so yeah, Paraguay, France, I think will Paraguay upset again? I think no. I think this is the end of the road for Paraguay. But yeah, fairs to Paraguay. Hats off to them to qualify even to the knockout stages. Yeah, round of 16 is a big deal for Paraguayan football, and I think maybe a 3-1 win for France. 3-1 win. But keep it respectable, kinda respectable. And we go down. Canada faces Morocco. And this is the first match, chronological order. Canada won. They won 1-0 against South Africa in that game. I watched the full 90 minutes. Defensively, wow. Mbokazi was really doing everything in that back line, and Ronwen Williams did some, yeah, big saves. Ronwen Williams, I think South Africa, after that 2-0 draw against 2-0 draw, 2-0 loss against Mexico, I think they really woke up, and like they got a point against Czechia 1-1, a penalty equalizer from Mokwena, and they won 1-0 against South Korea to knock them out of the World Cup. South Korea, a goal by Maseko, a great strike, goes to the bottom corner. But yeah, unluckily they didn't survive. Stefan Astakio punya strike. What a goal! What a goal! I think Mbokazi was trying to head it out, was trying to clear it, but outside of the box, Stefan Astakio, the number 7, the captain, strikes it, got past Ronwen Williams, and it was a brilliant goal to win the game 1-0 in the 90th minute as well. It was a screamer, man. What a screamer! And recently today, aku tengah rekod ni, baru habis Spain punya game dengan Portugal punya game. Yeah, Spain will face Portugal. Portugal will face Spain. Man. Portugal today. Ronaldo scored a goal against Croatia, but the first goal just timed it. j- Uh, just didn't timed it correctly. The first goal was brilliant. What a ball for Ronaldo! Great touch, a great goal, but yeah, got disallowed. Unfortunately, but they got a pen. They people said it was not a pen, but I think it's 100% of a pen, because Vlasic really brought down Renato Vega, using his both arms to pull him down. So I think it's a 100% of a pen, and Ronaldo buries it to equalize, because earlier in the second half, Ivan Perisic with a great goal to make it 1-1. Ronaldo scored a great pen down and go down the middle. Yeah, 1-1. Wow. But then in the 90th, like, plus 4 minutes, Gonçalo Ramos. Wow. Gonçalo Ramos. Thank you. Thank you for scoring that goal, because I thought that Portugal was going to get knocked out when Ivan Perisic scored that first goal in the second half. I thought, damn, is Portugal going out this early? But nah. Gonçalo Ramos, great header, great delivery from Rafael as well to make it 2-1. But yeah, somebody said it was not an offside. It was not offside that Joshua Gvardio punya goal. I think it's offside. I think number 20, who is it? I don't know, Mantanovic. I think he hits the ball there. I know kena Renato Vega, but it wasn't he was attended that, dia tak sengaja. Lepas tu the ball goes to, like, was it Petasucic? I think Petasucic, and Joshko Gvardiol scored, but luckily for Portugal, it was ruled offside. Yeah, wow. Yeah, Portugal did struggle in the group stages, drew to DR Congo in the opening game 1-1, but it was a great comeback. Not a great comeback, I mean, like, bouncing back, a 5-0 win, a big win against Uzbekistan. Ronaldo scored 2 goals in that game, but their last game, man, they really struggled to an amazing Colombian side with, like, the likes of Luis Diaz, Luis Suarez, James Rodriguez, John Arias. They were really dominating Colombia, dominating over Portugal. It was a 0-0 draw, um because Diogo Costa was like a man possessed. He played that game. He saved so many times for Portugal. So many chances for Luis Suarez. So many chances for him, but he just couldn't get that ball into the net. It was a 0-0 draw. Colombia topped their group. Spain kinda struggled in the group stages, drawing 0-0 against Cape Verde. What a result for Cape Verde in that game. It was a 0-0 draw. Of course, Vozinha, the man of the match in that game. Ferran Torres, though. Ferran Torres. A really an unlucky man in that game, really. Um, okay. I think it's a. I hope. I hope Portugal wins 1-1. No. 2-2. And on pens, Portugal will win. The Nations League rematch. And I think Portugal will win on penalties again. Come on, Portugal. And the last game on in the bracket, in that left side of the bracket, is USA Belgium. USA surprisingly played very good in this World Cup. Yeah, man, really unexpected. I expected less from this USA side, but they won in their first game 4-1 against Paraguay, won 2-0 against Australia. Unfortunately, lost against Turkey, but sebelum game tu dorang dah confirm number one spot in their group. So dorang memang completely rotated the squad. Memang semua macam B, C team players. Apa, the starting players yang main pun Weston McKennie yang start. Tu je yang start. Lost 3-2 against Turkey, yeah. Turkey even barely wins against USA, a rotated USA squad. Yeah, it's really crazy to think about that. And USA did recently win 2-0 against Bosnia. 2-0 against Bosnia. Folarin Balogun scored and got a red card. I think that is really not a red card. It's not worthy. It's not worthy of a red card, is it? But Belgium. I said before this they would like feel like maybe getting grouped, but they didn't get grouped in there though. But maybe lose in their round of 32 game. But no, Senegal, you had one job. You had one job. Just hold the lead for like another 5 to 10 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes. That's all I need for you to hold the lead. The 2 goal lead that you had. Senegal fumbled so hard, bro. Like Romelu Lukaku, this man, bila dia start game kan, bila dia in the starting 11, dia memang cheeks, dia memang buns gila, dia trash gila main untuk Belgium, any team lah aku rasa. But when he coming on from the bench, he's like another it's another person. He's a totally different person from when starting. Bila come on from the bench, like against Egypt, right? Walaupun dia tak score dalam game tu, dia tak score pun. But he made a great impact selepas like seconds after coming on. Same against New Zealand. Walaupun New Zealand memang dah kena bantai dah sebelum dia masuk, tapi still dia masuk score juga. Dia masuk game tu dia score. Lepas tu dalam game ni pun Senegal, Habib Diarra opens the scoring in the first half, in the late first half, 1-0 for Senegal. And the early second half, Ismail Assar scored to make it 2-0 for Senegal. But in the 85th minute, when Romelu Lukaku went into that game, he instantly scored in the 86th minute. Are we serious right now? What the heck? What is happening? What is happening? And it was 2-1. Like before in this game, Yuri Tillemans and Leandro Trossard was arguing. Then later in the 89th minute, 3 minutes later, Leandro Trossard put a beautiful ball into the penalty box. Great goal by Yuri Tillemans. Yeah, the both players that recently argued in the same game and assisted each other. It's like, what? It's not even possible. And it was 2-2. It was still goes to extra time. And unlucky man from Senegal really bottled it. Concede a penalty. Yuri Tillemans buries it to make it 3-2. What a comeback from Belgium. No. I mean, fairs to Belgium. 2 goals down, 3-2 up. Fairs to Belgium. But Senegal, oh man, I really expected from more from you. I thought maybe they get that second goal, maybe try to get the third goal or hold the lead and win that game. But no, they didn't. Yeah, 2-0 up, man. You can't do that in a knockout game in the World Cup. In a knockout game, you just can't do that, mate. You just can't do that. USA win. I believe it. 2-1 for USA. 2-1 for USA. Okay, now we're going to the right side of the bracket. The first game, a thrilling game, I think. Brazil Norway. And aku nak cepat ah. Aku tak nak banyak yap. Yap sikit ah. Kita cakap the round of 32. Brazil in the last minute, Gabriel Martinelli scored the winner against Japan. Japan, I thought they would get further in the World Cup, but yeah, just really unlucky to get Brazil in their first game. Just really unlucky, like they got Croatia in the last World Cup in the round of 16. They lost on penalties. But this game they lost 2-1, Gabriel Martinelli and Casemiro scoring. But it was a great goal. Sano getting the ball and instead he runs towards goal and shoots. Great goal, got past Alisson to make it 1-0 in the 29th minute. But yeah, but you just couldn't stop this Brazil side. But I think there's one team can, and it is Norway. Norway, um, like what a stunning goal from Antonio Nusa, like a great curler, great finesse, great finish, just a great finish from Antonio Nusa, the RB Leipzig man. And Amad Diallo, great run, great dribble, solo so many players, so many defenders there, and a great goal by Amad Diallo, his second goal in this World Cup. Really proud. I'm really proud of him scoring in a knockout game. That is Ivory Coast's first ever knockout goal and knockout game. But Haaland with the tap in to make it 2-1 in the 86th minute. Very unlucky to the Elephants. Ivory Coast is knocked out. And the final score, I think, for Brazil and Norway, I think Norway could do the upset. 2-2? No, yeah, 2-2 Norway on pens. Yes, that's it. Okay. And we go down Mexico, England in this game. But before that, round of 32, Mexico, great first half performance. Is the one of the best performance that I have seen for a Mexican side play, because they don't usually attack this much, Against Ecuador, they have a great defense, by the way. They have one of the greatest defense in international football with Piero Hincapié, Joel Ordonez, William Pacho, Pervis Estupinian kat bench the left back kan dengan Preciado pun. But man, what a great goal. Great goal. Roberto Alvarado surprisingly playing very good for the Mexican national team. Assisted Julian Quinones to get his third goal in the tournament. And Julian Quinones, I think he is the man of the match, right? He assisted Raul Jimenez to get his second goal. And Raul Jimenez is confirmed the oldest Mexican to score in a knockout game for Mexico. Wow, amazing scenes to make it 2-0 against Ecuador, one of the best defense in international football. How? And late in the game, I think in like the 90th minute something, Pedro Hincapié got himself a red card. I don't know what happened actually, because I didn't watch the second half. I only watched the first half because aku pergi sekolah when aku dah sampai dah time tu. So yeah. But man, god damn bro. 2-0 and they have to face England. And England they kind of struggle against DR Congo. DR Congo, that defense in the first half, Arthur Masuaku, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Axel Tuanzebe, Chancel Abemba, like, you just couldn't pass in that defense. And Lionel Mpasi in goal is just crazy, saving shots from Jude Bellingham, Harry Kane. Harry Kane just couldn't score against this DR Congo, this Congolese goalkeeper in that first half. And like Chipenga in the 7th minute opens the scoring for DR Congo. Scoring the lead, took the lead for DR Congo. Oh, it was 1-0 in the 7th minute. I was shook because England is a goal down. But yeah, they hold the lead until they hold that lead was so long in the 70th minute. But Harry Kane, you just couldn't stop him, man, for England. When he's playing for England, he's just one of the greatest players. Harry Kane scored a header. He scored 2 goals in the 70th minute and in the 86th minute, and both goals assisted by Anthony Gordon. And it was a 2-1 win for England, and they are going through and face Mexico. But that game, I think Mexico could do it. Mexico could do it with the Mexican defense. Cesar Montes and Johan Vasquez, two center backs that is very sturdy, very sturdy, and in goal Rangel. Now this is very fascinating because Mexico, they haven't conceded a goal yet. In their 3 games in the group stages, 3 clean sheets for Rangel. Like they won, of course, the opening game 2-0 against South Africa, wins 1-0 against South Korea. Luis Romo with the winning goal. A 3-0 win against Czechia. 3-0. So 3 clean sheets, and it's another clean sheet here against Ecuador. 4 clean sheets. Wow. Mexico is really cooking. I think Mexico could win. Maybe on pens? Yeah, 1-1 on pens. 1-1 on pens. No. Sebenarnya aku bincang ni dengan kawan aku juga tau. 1-0. 1-0 for Mexico. I believe in this Mexican side, bro. And we go down. Argentina faces Egypt in the round of 16. Argentina beat one of the fairy tales, one of the smallest nations that qualified for the World Cup, Capo Verde, man. I mean, what a run! What a run! In their first time qualifying for the whole thing, for the whole tournament, uh, they qualified into the round of 32, goes to the knockout stages. Bravo, Cabo Verde, man. What a run. They haven't lost a game in the group stages. They drew to Spain 0-0. Bosnia was crazy in that game. And their second game, they drew to Uruguay 2-2. Because of Uruguay punya keeper Muslera, what a disastrous punya performance. Genuinely bad performance from Muslera in that game, and they draw their last game 0-0 again against Saudi Arabia. So yeah, 2 clean sheets for Bosnia in the group stages. That is very decent. But yeah, just loses in extra time by Christian Romero's punya header. I mean, in the first half, Messi scored the opening goal, and early in the second half, in the 59th minute, Capo Verde surprisingly equalized, but then goes to extra time. Early in extra time, in the 93rd minute, Lisandro Martinez, my Manchester United defender Licha, he scored a great goal. Ruthless finish. Reminds me the finish that he scored against Liverpool 24-25 season. That game ended a 2-2 draw. But yeah, great goal to make it 2-1. And what a beautiful goal, bro. What a beautiful goal by Capo Verde Cabral to make it 2-2, but yeah, Christian Romero just had to ruin the party. I mean, kalau kalau habis extra time so bagi penalties. I think if Argentina wins that penalty shootout, I think yeah, Capo Verde still what a run from the nation. Fairs, hats off to them, man. Hats off to them. And they faces Egypt that recently won against Australia 1-1. Imam Ashur scored his second goal of the tournament, opens the scoring, but then it was a free kick from Australia. Brilliant delivery from was it McCalf? Hits the head of Hani, the number 3 of Egypt, to equalize 1-1 and goes to penalties. Harry Suter. Oh, Harry Suter missed it. Missed the first penalty, and Egypt scores, and Egypt goes through, will face Argentina in the round of 16. Yeah, but Argentina, Egypt, who will win? I think uh 3-1. 3-1 for Argentina in this game. And the last game, Switzerland Colombia. This is a really must watch game. A really must watch game. Switzerland, I think they are one of the most entertaining teams to watch as well. Same with Colombia. Johan Manzambi, what a gem. What a gem. A play and a player from Freiburg. I think maybe a big European team will pick up this young lad, because Johan Manzambi in the group stages, how many goals he scored? Was it 3, 4 goals? And he assisted in this game, assisted Bril Mbolo to open the scoring in the 10th minute. Then Dan Ndoye kills the game off, doubles the lead 2-0 against Algeria. Great performance, overall performance. Kalau put aside the Qatar performance, um, in total, Switzerland in this World Cup, yeah, just really, really offensively very good. W- Um, draw they drew to Qatar 1-1. They smashed Bosnia 4-1, and they win against Canada 2-1 to top their group. But yeah, Algeria didn't really have an answer for Switzerland. Why the hell they started Ibrahim Maza up top? Ibrahim Maza, come on. He should be like in the midfield. Why is he starting up front? It makes no sense. He is not a striker. He is a kind of a winger, but he's an attacking midfielder. So you don't start him up front. Just really not his position. Then Colombia, really really tough to get the win against Ghana, because Ghana, their defense is really a brick wall. Ziggy started instead of Asare. Yeah, but the Ghanaian backline really stacked. But the offense for Ghana, they should play better offensively, right? With the players that they have. I mean, Inaki Williams, Jordan Ayew, Antoine Semenyo starting, Thomas Partey in the midfield, and Kamaldeen Sulemana on the bench. Abdul Fatawu pun boleh masuk, but still they can't score for anything, bro. They scored only 2 goals in this World Cup. Last minute goal by Yerenki against Panama to make it 1-0 in the 90th minute, and they scored against Croatia. I don't remember who scored that goal. I don't remember. But yeah, they barely scored. But still, that that backline, that elite backline, just couldn't stop this Colombian offense. I mean, James Rodriguez randomly started up front. He was the right winger. John Arias playing in midfield. So what? And they started John Cordoba instead of Luis Suarez. That's very interesting. But of course, Luis Diaz was very dangerous. Not gonna lie, was very dangerous. He was very dangerous. But it was a 1-0 win for Colombia. Great goal by John Arias, the man from Wolves, but currently now returned to Palmeiras. I think this will be a very tough game, man. Very tough game. I think both of these teams potentially could be dark horses, Switzerland and Colombia. Potentially could be dark horses. I think, yeah, Colombia will win 2-1. Yeah, 2-1. 2-1 for Colombia, and Colombia will face Argentina in the quarterfinals. That is the rematch for the Copa America 2024 final. Let's see who will win that game. But yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe and like the video, and we will see you guys in the next predictions video. Peace.